It is true over a few past centuries there has been an increased trend in temperature levels suggesting a heat apocalypse, thus the global warming concept. But, there's some years within the same period where there was a trend in cooling temperature suggesting a new ice age, thus, the global cooling concept. This uncertainties, however, caused scientists to come up with a new term, climate change. In the quest to attain greatness in economy and dominion, man has embraced extreme industrialization, energy production leading to a great increase in carbon emissions and other toxins. Coincidentally, with such developmental advancements, the Earth is changing, getting warmer, drier, and cooler in some areas, water levels rising, glaciers eroding, and deserts enlarging. Before we disregard scientific findings on faith basis, let us examine them and try to deduce sense in them. The Holy Bible in itself predicts a polarized Earth. As time passes by, the Earth isn't getting better, and the Bible says man's greed and selfishness is responsible for most of those negative changes. Love grows cold, as man seeks greatness at the expense of his neighbor.
Trump's claimed that climate change was a hoax created by the Chinese. 97% of climate scientists agree that humans are causing global warming.
Everybody laughs, all at the same time. It's a load of shit. I mean, we could have predicted this, global warming, 100 years before, but nobody did, because nobody figured out a way to make any money out of it.
Okay, but when people talk about global warming,
saying as a political and policy matter, this has run its course. And my goodness, you ought to see my Twitter feed blow up yesterday and today. Apparently, it's not enough to call someone a climate denier anymore when you dissent from climate orthodoxy. I'm getting called a white male supremacist.
Will the Earth be destroyed by climate change then? From a Christian perspective, the Earth must ultimately come to an end at some point, but the end will be brought by God Himself, not climate change, nor ice age, nor disease epidemic, nor World War III or Z, nor some scary nuclear war. The concept has been adopted by different people with different motives and insights. Some actually believe and know it a thing based on science, others are in it for financial gains, and others are in it for religious beliefs. Climate change is real and its effects could actually be very catastrophic, but it will definitely not utterly bring the world to an end. Fact. Science and research have with no doubt proven that nature and human action bring upon some sort of destruction to the earth, including the climate, and, the Bible agrees. Both the Bible and science reveal that man is by nature destructive, Job 5:7, and his destructive nature needs to be controlled and corrected, Luke 11:17. As Christians, we should be concerned about our effect on our environment. God appointed man to be the steward of this world, Genesis 1:28, not the destroyer of it. Although man will not ultimately end the existence of the earth, he could and is still destroying it with his choices and action. Climate change may or may not be real, and may or may not be human caused, but is excessive carbon emission dangerous? Sure it is. Are we depleting natural resources? Sure we are. As a true Christian, therefore, remember the golden rule, to do unto others what you would want them do to you, and that he, man, is a steward on earth as the caretaker, thus, he ought to care for it, not destroy. Reckless and greedy actions of man will not end life on earth but will destroy it and make it a living hell. Use eco-friendly means of living and money generation. You can adopt use of renewable energy, be a caretaker of God's creation, not a destroyer.